Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I am so excited to be sharing with you my last Empties video for 2020. And I do realize it is now 2021, but all of these empties that I'm about to share with you were accumulated in 2020. And for the year of 2020, I have been tracking the dollar value of my empties. So just to break that down a little bit, I am in Canada, so this number might seem a little bit inflated to you if you're from the US. On top of that, I haven't included samples or other kind of empties that I wanted to show you that don't really fit into the body, hair care, skincare, makeup type of categories. For any dollar value that I will be adding to the total, I'm going to be putting the dollar amount right here. Before taking into account any of these products, my current value of empties is $1,275, so I'm excited to see what my total value for empties for the year has been. I really love tea and coffee, so I've been really enjoying including my tea and coffee empties in these videos to kind of share with you what I've been enjoying and give you some recommendations potentially and kind of just remind myself like what my favorites are. This time I've only finished one tea, and that is a green tea. The brand is Wysotsky tea, but pretty much just green tea we really love. It's Josh's one of his favorites, so now we have a much bigger container than this, so definitely green tea we love, doesn't really matter the brand. Getting into my coffee, I finished a lot of coffee since my last update. So this first one is from Kensington Market and it's from Casa Coffee. I can't remember what the bean actually was, but I love going to Kensington Market. There is a shop there that has just so many wonderful coffee beans. It smells so good. There's such a variety to choose from and I really enjoy it. This one here is from Starbucks and it is just the True North blend, which is a blonde roast. I really enjoyed this. Not sure if I would necessarily go and repurchase. I kind of like to try to find something a little bit more local, but in a pinch I really think this does taste good. And the last coffee bag I have is from Laughing Whale Coffee. This is their Morning Mantra. I think that's it. It's a medium blend. And this is from Halifax. I got it in Halifax. It looks like it's from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. So definitely one of those local places I was talking about. And it was so good. Really enjoyed it. So maybe the next time I'm home I will pick up some more. And I also finished this little tea light. I've been trying to track my candles and I've come to realize that I really do not burn candles. I like the idea of them, but I don't really use them in practice, which has kind of made me realize I should burn what I have and probably stop buying them. I already don't have like a huge candle stash, but definitely only need like 3 maximum. I probably got a bit more than that though. Now moving on to my makeup empties. If you watch my Project Pan finale update, I'll link that down below and up in the cards in case you're interested. A few of these products will look familiar. I finished up the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. And this took quite a while to go through. Not the full year, but quite some time. And I really enjoyed it. I think that I would consider purchasing this again, but I do have a lot of loose powders to work through, so not something I'd pick up anytime soon, but once I get through all of that, I would definitely think about this one again. Next is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, and I took the stop route and completely finished this up. I was in the shade Fair Warm, and I would not repurchase this. It is super drying, looks very cakey under the eyes, just not a fan of it. Next, I have this little YSL Top Secrets. I completely cut that open, and this is like a hydrating primer. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like anything special. I don't think it's probably worth the expensive price tag to get the full size. Next is a Stila Lip Glaze. I feel like these have been discontinued. Mine was in the shade Raspberry and I completely finished that. You can't roll it up anymore, so that's as far as it goes. Not a fan of it. It's one of those things where the product comes out of the brush tip applicator, which is kind of icky, and I have a few more, so I'm trying to finish them up, but not an applicator I would go for again. Next, I have a few products from Essence. This first is the Color Correcting Stick, and this was in a green shade. I really liked putting this over blemishes or some red areas. Sometimes my chin gets a little bit red, or like around this area of my nose, even though I go back in with blush, like not quite that close. So I really enjoyed having a green color corrector in my collection. I currently don't have one, so I would consider getting something. I thought this did a pretty decent job. If I could find it again, I'd probably consider picking it up. If not, I might want to try something new, but I thought I did a good job. And the other Essence product I finished up was the Essence Make Me Brow, and this is in the shade 2 Brownie Brows. And I found this to be quite dark. I actually think I bought this right before I bleached my hair blonde, which was such a mistake. I thought it looked too dark even with my brown hair, so when I had blonde hair it was like just too much, but since I've been growing out the blonde quite a bit, I was reaching for this again and it definitely got the job done. I like that it has the fibers in it, but a lot comes out on the wand, but Overall, this is the second Make Me Brow I've gone through, and I love it a lot more than my current eyebrow gel, which is the ABH one. I am not a fan of that one, so I definitely think that I would go out and reconsider this one again. Maybe not this dark of a shade, but the formula and product itself I do like. Next, I have a few lip balms. This first one is from Sugar. It is their lip treatment, and not only did I finish it up, but I dug inside to get everything out because this is an expensive product and I was not going to let any of that money go to waste, even though it was a gift. Like, I couldn't believe Josh bought this for me. He bought for me a few years ago now. It took me a while to get through it, and I was just like, I raved and raved about it. I didn't realize how expensive it was, and he went and bought it for me, and I was like, oh my gosh, once I found out the price, I was like, I can't believe you bought a lip balm that cost that much money. But I really like it. I think it does such a great job. Not sure if I would repurchase. This was like my favorite lip balm at the time, but since then I found a few things that I find are a bit more hydrating. I'm really loving the Laneige Sleep Mask right now, or the Laneige Lip Mask, not the Sleep Mask. So I don't think I would repurchase this at the current moment, but I was looking at their holiday collections, which I think is a good time to buy because usually you can get a few different ones and you get at a bit of a lower price point. This other lip balm is kind of on the complete opposite spectrum. This is the Carmax Lip Balm, and this is so inexpensive. And again, I completely took everything out of this one, and I think, I don't know if I like this one more than that one. I really love this. I bought this when I was in London like a year and a half ago, and I loved it. I was like so worried I wasn't going to be able to find it in Canada, but when I was looking at prices, I saw that they do sell it at Shoppers, so I'm really happy that I am able to pick it up here. This next product I love. This is the Dior Show Mascara, and I thought it did such a beautiful job, but it's like you pull it open. I don't even know if I can open it to show you the wand. It's like really stuck and dry. It is the fluffiest mascara wand, but like look at the wand compared to like the pack. It's basically as big as the package, but it is so nice. I really enjoyed it. Not sure I would want to get the full size, but if I had an opportunity to get a mini again, 100%. Next is a nail treatment I finished up. So this was the Sally Hansen Maximum Growth. This is phase 1. I don't know what the second phase is. I don't know how many phases there are. I just happen to have phase 1. And I thought it might have helped my nails grow. I'm not sure if it's something I would buy again. I have a lot of base coats and nail hardeners, and I think that's more important. I have a very soft nail, so I'd rather put on a nail hardener than a nail grower. So not try to repurchase something like this, but happy I finished it up. I had my collection a long time. Kind of staying with nail polish, I finished up this nail polish remover. This was from Boots. This is the Nails 2-in-1 nail polish remover. And the reason why I picked this one up is because it contained provitamin B5 and it was supposed to help strengthen and condition nails. I'm not sure if it actually did that. I was worried that if I was removing nail polish all the time, it would make my nails brittle. And like I said, I already kind of have a problem with them being soft and not being hard. So I thought something that was nourishing would be good. Not too expensive for what it is. And I thought it did a decent job. I would pick it up again if I could. And last for makeup products, kind of makeup product, is Drunk Elephant. This is the Umberton Physical Defense. Again, I cut this open, completely cleaned it out. I had tried the original Drunk Elephant sunscreen previously, and I was not a fan. I found that it left such a white cast, and it was just like very sticky and glossy, and I'm someone who already has oily skin, so I don't really want that extra sheen. So I found that this took care of the white cast, obviously, but it is not really the right shade for me, so it looks very odd when I wear it without any sort of tan. And then on top of that, I still felt like it was sticky and still had that overall shine to it. I just don't think that the Drunk Elephant sunscreen is for me. That being said, I do have another one I am currently working on, so it's still going to use it up and get through it, but definitely not something I would purchase ever again. So from there, moving on to skincare, I have a few Pixie products. These all came in a Retinol Pixie kit. So first was the Retinol Tonic. Not my preferred way to use retinol. I thought it did a fine job. I honestly don't even remember. And it also came with a cleanser and a moisturizer. And again, these were completely cut open so I could use every last little bit. I think a retinol lotion makes the most sense for me. I don't really like it as a cleanser because it's something, basically you're putting the active on your face and then you're just washing it off. And something like retinol, I would want it in a serum or a lotion or something. Serum would be my preferred way, but out of these three, whether it be like a toner, a cleanser, or a lotion, I would prefer it in the lotion formula. But I don't think I would repurchase any of these, but it was nice to try them. This was the first time I'd ever tried Pixie skincare, so I definitely have a few other tonics or toners from them, and I'd be interested in trying more from the brand, but I wouldn't go out and repurchase the Retinol line. Next, I have my Henriksen True Serum, this vitamin C serum. I really like this. I've gone through quite a few of them. I really like vitamin C. I like the True Serum. I know maybe it doesn't have the best ingredients, but I find that it actually does really work for me. And I do notice like my acne scars lightening and everything. So for that reason, definitely something I would continue to purchase. I like to try a few different products. Like I know vitamin C works for me. I'd like to try it in some different formulas. Right now I am trying the Glow Recipe one, and it's very different. Not sure if I'm a fan of that one, but I like the idea of testing out a few vitamin C's, but I'm glad that I found one that works for me and that I know that the ingredient works well for me. Next, I finished off a Kate Somerville. This was the oil-free moisturizer. I like that the moisturizer was oil-free. I'm a pretty oily person, so I didn't want to add any of that to my skin, but I still found it hydrating, but it is pretty expensive, so I don't think I would repurchase this. Next is the L'Oreal Hydra Genius, and I have used so many of these. I always find them at Marshall's or Winners or TJ Maxx, but I'm not sure what you guys have wherever you live, but I would get mine at Winners usually. And I always find it on sale, and I really, really like it. I find that it is so hydrating to the skin, but I really like to mix it in with a moisturizer. I find that it evaporates really quickly if you just use it on its own and don't put a moisturizer on top. So then you kind of don't really get the effects. But when you mix it in with a moisturizer, oh my gosh, it makes the moisturizer more hydrating. It makes it really stay on your skin. I love it. Like I do a pump of this and like pump of moisturizer. It's amazing. Not sure I'm going to be picking up any more of them. I have a hyaluronic acid from Peter Thomas Roth that I'm trying out right now, and I am really enjoying that. So this has definitely put me on to like realizing, even though I have oily skin, it's really great to hydrate. This is actually hydrogenous for oily skin. And it kind of like opened me up to hyaluronic acid, and I've purchased like, I don't even know how many of these I've gone through, like maybe 4. So definitely hyaluronic acid, definitely an ingredient I want in my skincare routine. Kind of trying it out in a serum form right now, and I'm really enjoying the results. Next is a face mask, like a multi-use face mask, and I don't know about you, but this is so hard for me to get through. And this is the Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Gel Mask, and I completely finished it. It was green, and it was supposed to be an extreme detoxifying hydrator, which sounds kind of contradictory to me. I'm not really sure. It was refreshing, cooling, moisturizing, calming gel, helps soothe dry, irritated skin with extracts of cucumber, and then a bunch of other ingredients. Anyways, I really liked it. It like never dried down. It kind of remained like a jelly on the skin, and I did kind of find it hydrating. I really liked using it. It's definitely one of my more reached for masks, partly because I enjoyed it and then partly because I wanted to finish it up. Not sure I would necessarily go out and repurchase. I have a lot of other masks, but I did enjoy it while I had it. And last for skincare are some makeup wipes, and if you've been following along with my Empties videos this year, you know this will be, I think, the first makeup wipe packet I've used this year. These were the Life Micellar Facial Cleansing Wipes, and I bought these a few years ago. I don't buy makeup wipes anymore, but I still have, I think, 3 or 4 in my collection, and just letting them dry out versus using them is going to end up in the same result. So all I can do is stop purchasing them, but I don't think it makes sense to not use what I have. So while it's not my go-to method for taking off makeup, if it's been a long day or if I've done swatches or if I'm kind of cleaning up my makeup area because it tends to get kind of messy, then I will use something like this, and that's why I go through like 1 a year. I don't even think I finished any last year. So I have them, I use them, wouldn't repurchase them, wouldn't recommend that you guys purchase them either. I have quite a few samples I finished up. I want to go through those quickly with you, just a quick like what I consider buying the full size. So first up we have primers, and I have this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I have it once, twice, 3 times, and not the primer for me. I really don't enjoy it. I have even more samples of it. Seems to be something they love to give us samples, but I really don't feel like this is the type of primer for me. Keeping on with primers, we have the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and I heard really great things about this. I was super excited to try it, and it was fine, but I know it has a really expensive price tag, and I don't feel like I could justify it to myself. And last for primers, we have the Benefit Professional. I have used a full size of this before, and kind of like the Smashbox one, just I really don't feel like I'm a fan of it. It's more of like that silicone-y one, I think. I don't know, just really wasn't for me. When I finished up my full one, like I liked it when I started. By the time I got to the end, I was like, no more, never again. I had a little sample, so I was like, I know I can make it work. It's not going to ruin my makeup, but definitely not something I would repurchase. I have a few lip balm samples. So this was the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I love it. Like I said, I'm working on a full-size one and really enjoying it. And I also had the Agave Lip Balm, and I really, really enjoyed this. I have the Laneige one, so I'm going to finish up that. And I have a few other samples, so I kind of want to work through what I have. But I would definitely think about buying an Agave Lip Balm in the future. This is from Bite. I feel like that wasn't clear, but I would definitely look into getting that. And then for skincare samples, I have this SK2 Genoptics Aura Essence. It looks so like cool on there. I don't know. I think it's pretty, but I didn't really notice anything amazing with it. I was kind of like saving it for a special occasion because I was like, oh, SK2, it's so nice, but I just ended up using it and it was fine. Definitely wouldn't purchase it. Next, I have quite a few hair care samples. So I have a lot of shampoo conditioner duos. So this first one is from Bubble and Bumble. This is the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I have the shampoo and the conditioner, and I thought they were good. I did like them, but not sure if I would go out and purchase them. Oh, these next ones were so nice. This is from Dry Bar. This is the Sake Balm, and again, shampoo, conditioner. I really like these ones. These were like are really, really nice to use. I enjoyed it. And last, I have from Kerastase. I have a shampoo and then a hair mask, and I would not get these ones. I didn't really think that they were anything special. I hear so many people talk about the spray, and I was like, oh, I have a sample. I'm so excited to try it. I just was like, I don't get the hype. And then lastly, I have two of these. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I have two of these. I have another one I'm using, maybe another one after that, and I have a full-size tub. So it was definitely something that I actually bought the full-size product before I even tried it into samples because everyone raved about it. I was like, I need to try this, and I do really, really like it. So I'm glad that worked out. Ooh, I forgot this sample. This is a deluxe size sample. It's from Juice Beauty, and this is the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Booster Serum. A lot came in this little package. It lasted me a long time. I really didn't notice like any amazing results or anything. It didn't really tempt me to want to purchase it. And the last sample I finished up is from Bumble and Bumble, and this is the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I really liked it. I love having a little vial of this. I'm contemplating maybe keeping the vial, and when I go traveling, like putting my hair oil into this just because it's a little compact. I can probably get like 4 or 5 uses out of it. Not that I like wash my hair every day either, so it'll last a little bit of a trip. And I love putting an oil in my hair. I just feel like it makes it so soft and nice and smooth, and I really, really enjoy it. And I thought this was a great one. I would definitely look into getting this, but there's also some really great drugstore ones that I finished up. Let me tell you what I just finished up actually. This was the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil, and this is, I used it for the exact same purpose. This lasted me like 2-3 years. This lasts so long, and it probably, well, you can see how much it costs. So definitely really good value for money. So it's hard for me to go and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy the luxury one, which I don't know how much it costs, but like I know this one lasts me so long. It was such a good price, and I really, really, really liked it. So I would definitely consider getting this one again. I have a few hair oils in my collection I'm trying out, and maybe I'll want to try something new before going back to it, especially because it takes so long to finish up, and I just love trying new things, but I really, really like this one. And then also in that range, I had the hair mask. So this is the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil Nourishing Mask, and this was the penetrating oil, and I completely finished this up. I really, really loved it. I felt like my hair was so nice and soft and nourished after this, and I really liked it. I have like I said, I already have the Briogeo one, so I don't feel the need to go out and buy another hair mask just because they take so long to get through, but I really enjoyed this one while I had it. Speaking of hair mask, I also had this Life Brand Revitalizing hair mask. This was a Moroccan argan oil, and it's supposed to restore and nourish hair. I thought it did an okay job. It wasn't anything special. I don't feel the need to like buy it again, but it was nice to try. And then I finished up this Shampoo Conditioner Duo. This is the Pantene Pro V Sheer Volume with shampoo and conditioner. And this used to be my like shampoo conditioner of choice. I used bottles of this for like years. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I think I was sucked in by volume, and I really don't think it gives you volume. I don't think any shampoo and conditioner can give you volume. I think it all depends on styling. So that's kind of like something I don't really believe in anymore, but I thought I did a decent enough job. Again, I like trying new things, so not sure if it's something I would go back to. But to get minis of these at Dollarama, like a shampoo and conditioner I knew I liked, well, I mean, how could I pass that up? So it was great. And this giant bottle of conditioner, 1 liter. This was the Joico Color Endure Conditioner. And I mainly use this to mix in with purple hair dye when I was dyeing my hair purple because I wanted to put in a conditioner, not the cheapest one, the one that I thought would do a decent job. And I loved mixing this in. I thought it did such a great job, and I really enjoyed dyeing my hair mixing in this and whatever purple hair dye I was using at the time. I did finish it up just as a normal conditioner, and even as a conditioner, I really liked it. I would, if I was dyeing my hair on a regular basis again, I do think that I would go out and purchase something like this. Otherwise, I mean, a liter takes a long time to get through, and even though I was using tons of it to dye my hair, it still took me like well over a year to get through this. Lastly, I have some home/body products. So this first thing is an exfoliating glove. I love using exfoliating glove. I find it just helps massively when trying to exfoliate in the shower. I find just a scrub isn't enough. I love using a scrub with the exfoliating glove. I think it does such a fantastic job. I already have more exfoliating gloves to use. This one was from Primark. I think that is the best place to get a deal, but otherwise just like, I'm pretty sure you can probably follow it in the Met dollar stores too. Really enjoyed it. Next I have a shower gel. This is from Yves Saint Laurent. This is the Montpellier shower gel. Again, I opened it up, used every last drop of it. This came in one of those sets where it's like you buy the perfume and you get like a lotion and a shower gel, and I got it as a present and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I do not think like fragrance shower gels are worth the price. And last empty for 2020 is a hand soap, and this is from Bath & Body Works. This is the eucalyptus mint with coconut oil. Oh, I love this. I haven't bought Bath & Body Works soap in so long. This was the last one I had. It was so good. I loved it. I love the foaming hand soaps. It was amazing. And if I go back to buying Bath & Body Works stuff, I would definitely pick up more, but just the sales hadn't been worth it recently, so with lockdown and everything, I just haven't had the time to go to one. And the grand finale for everything I just showed you a price here was $440, which brings my 2020 empties value to $1,715, which is way more than what I spent on skincare and beauty products this year. Also keep in mind that it's not actually the retail price of what I spent on these things, because I either got things as gifts or I got things on sales or I got things in sets. So just keep that in mind. I didn't spend that much money on everything I finished this year at some point, but it's really exciting to see. It was really fun tracking the dollar value for the year, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do for 2021. In 2019, I tracked the number. In 2020, I tracked the value. 21, I don't know, maybe I'll just do empties like a regular person. I don't need to add anything to it. If you enjoyed this and you're curious what my makeup empties were for the year, then make sure you subscribe, because my next video is going to be going into detail about all the makeup I finished up in 2020. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye!